Hi guys, my name is Louise and I'm a life coach and a heavy vehicle and plant mechanic trainer and assessor, and today I'm going to be talking about being a woman in the trades and wanting to help other women in the trades or get into the trades. This topic has so many layers. For one, if you are a woman in the trade and you are just doing you, that is totally okay. No pressure. There's no pressure if you are a woman in the trades to go out and go above and beyond. Sometimes it is hard to just survive within yourself, and also it might not be in your nature. Totally. Okay, I want to get that one out there. Another thing that I wanted to mention is filling your own cup first. I know that for me anyway, referring to myself, and I have seen other people go through it, but I'm not going to talk on behalf of their experiences, but I am someone who wants to help everyone. I am an empath. I just want to help everybody. I don't want any of the bad shit that happened to me to happen to anyone else. That is literally like, if you're going to go to my sole purpose, I do not want any of the bad shit that happened to me to happen to anyone else. And I know a lot of people do that, and I know a lot of people who have had a lot worse experiences than I have. But that is like my sole driving factor to get on here, to make these videos, to become a life coach, to reach out, mentor, to speak. Like, that is my drive. And I know there's a lot of other people who have similar drives. And for me, I always wanted to stay on the tools. Always. So when I first started really stepping into the space of really helping women get into the trades and helping women in the trades, I was still working 40 or 50 hours a week. My job was physically and emotionally demanding. At the time, I was doing field service and workshop work, servicing farms. My boss was going through cancer. I was dating his son, who was my apprentice. So then my boss, who was going through cancer, was my boyfriend's dad at the time. So there was a lot of emotional stuff going on there as well, which at the time I did not recognize. I just thought this was how life was. And on top of that, I was trying to help other women in the trades. I ended up becoming really sick and burning out. So I had 4 months off full-time work. I just left full-time work and didn't have any backup plan. I had savings, and that was my whole plan, was to get better. So in that phase, I wasn't able to help women in the trades because I couldn't help myself. I think it's really important to put yourself first and look after your own well-being. You can't fill anyone's cup if yours isn't filled. That's another point. Different ways to help women in the trades, women get into the trades, helping women learn how to use hand tools. I know a lot of people are really passionate about teaching other women their skills, basic hand tool skills, hanging a picture frame, building small things. Like, that is all awesome stuff to teach other women. There's a few different levels of supporting and helping women in the trades. There's one is just purely existing. So purely existing, it has a lot of impact, especially it has an impact on your customer, it has impact on the places you go to buy tools, it has an impact on your boss, your co-workers, the people you go to TAFE with. They all see you doing it. So the next time they see a woman doing it, it is normal for them. So purely existing is doing something. Another thing is sharing your story. So a lot of places do like good news stories of women in the trades, and sometimes I know a lot of people have had at least one newspaper article published on them, and if you haven't, that's all good, but especially if you're a big company, that's something they like to promote. Also doing school talks is another way that you can get out there and help encourage women in the trades. There's also different women's sheds popping up. as well. And social media is an amazing way to get yourself out there. Like, heaps of girls are just putting on what they do day to day, and if they weren't doing that, other young women wouldn't see other, like, people who look like them doing this work that they've only ever seen men doing. So social media profile is another way to really get out there and support. And just showcase, make it normal. We want to make this normal. We want to make our existence in the trades normal. Another way that you can help is doing keynote speeches at different events, which is something that I really love to do. It is super nerve-wracking, and it was really, really hard at the beginning. But really just getting up in front of a group of people and telling my story, even if they aren't people in the trades, if they meet someone, if they have a granddaughter, niece, a nephew that also wants to go into a female-dominated space, like, that just impacts them so much as well. Another thing that you can do, which is another level up, is host a workshop where women can come and learn those skills. So that is, in my opinion, that is an amazing thing to do, and I do love jumping on when other people are doing this. I haven't personally organised any myself because I've decided to take a different direction with the way that I support women. But running workshops for women to use tools is amazing. Like, the way that women change, and you just see them fill out, like, just their wildest dreams just go a bit crazy because they're like, shit, I can do this. It is an amazing thing to see that transformation in their body posture, little things that, like, they just really get confident in themselves. But that is something that is a bit high level, and I really recommend you to have a good foundation for that. And a lot of the girls who have this in their sites are on a solid path to have good foundation, or already do have good foundation. So that was my little thing. I didn't really know what was going to come out. The main points that I really want you guys to go away with is, it doesn't matter if you personally don't want to do anything for the cause, like, that just exists. It's more than enough. Do you? Fill your cup first. Definitely fill your cup first. Look after you. There's no point in you working yourself into the ground. It's not great. I've been there. Don't do that. Existing is making a difference. Your customers, your boss, your employees, people you go to TAFE with or training with, you're just changing by existing. You're changing what they think is normal. Social media, posting, just posting your day-to-day. Your day-to-day is amazing, and for some people who'd never ever seen that, especially seen someone who looks like them doing that. Speaking at schools is awesome. If you have the opportunity to do that, I do recommend it. And if you are confident enough to do that, remember, fill your own cup first. It is definitely worth it. There is also newspaper articles and stuff like that. I really want to do a whole video on being interviewed as a person in a non-traditional space, because it can be tricky sometimes, but definitely worth it, because, people, like, newspaper articles are also published on the internet most of the time now, but just having your story out there, and, if one little girl picks it up and sees your picture, you may change her life, and, grandparents, parents see you out there doing it. It changes what they think their children can do. Keynote speaking at different events, awesome way to get out there. One of my personal favorites out there. And then also running workshops, which is something that is high level, which is amazing, and I love seeing people who do this. But overall, remember to fill your own cup first, and if you put your mind to something, you can get it done. Like, if you're just starting your apprenticeship and your idea is to have a workshop teaching women how to use tools, then hell yeah, I want to support you to smash that. Fill your own cup first, but please, guys, do not recommend burning out. There are so many little bits in this video, and I'm really excited to share this to you and to go through each of these deeper again. But guys, keep on smashing it, look after yourselves, and reach out to me if you want to have a chat. And I really want to help you. I really want to see you guys succeed no matter what level you are at, because every level up is awesome. Every level up is awesome. Alright guys, that's enough for me. I will talk to you guys later. Keep on smashing it. Please reach out if you want to have a chat.